What's happening, guys? Todd James here, and I've got a question for you. If you're a newbie, just starting out, maybe you've already launched a product, or maybe you're still thinking about it. This question is basically directed at you, and I want you to give it some serious thought and take the question to heart. What if everything you've been told about Amazon FBA is wrong? What I mean by this is, there's basically a template that's been floating around YouTube and other parts of the internet now for, 8 years or so, that, what you want to sell on Amazon is a product between $15 and $45 in value. You want it to be of a particular size or no larger than a particular size. You want it to be no greater than a certain weight. You want to order this off of Alibaba. You want to have it air shipped to you in the U.S., at which point in time you will then send it to Amazon or have it shipped directly to Amazon. And, you're going to sell it, and that's going to be your first step on a path to riches. Sounds pretty good. What if it's wrong? Okay. The reason I ask this question is because I think a lot of that template is a little bit off kilter. I think it's steering people down a path that will lead to their failure rather than to their success. The number one reason I say this is because everybody's doing it. Probably 95% of new Amazon sellers are adhering to that template as if it's their religion. They're buying a certain size product at a certain price point, at a certain weight, and it just these parameters just engulf them. And what you have happen is you have all of these new incoming Amazon sellers, and every month that in the U.S. alone, there's like 100,000 new sellers, and they're all shopping this same basic template against Alibaba or whatever supplier they have stateside. And what happens is you end up with price competition at the wholesale level. You end up with price competition at the retail level on Amazon, your actual listing, because there's virtually nothing you can buy from China that fits in that parameter that doesn't have 20 knockoffs of it, 20 clones of that same product. You're literally walking into one of the most competitive environments you can possibly imagine. And I know that if you're paying attention to these gurus out there, these so-called experts, they're telling you, find your niche, but again with these parameters in place, for size and weight and cost. But find your niche, and you're going to do great. Well, the problem is, for those of you that actually do your research, you're already aware of a lot of this. The problem is you get into it, and let's say you're looking at something like sleeping pads for camping. Any product you find from China, you're going to have literally probably 20 to 40 competitors selling an almost, if not entirely, identical product. So at the retail end of it, on Amazon, not only do you have a situation where mathematically you may find it difficult to get people to your listing, but you also have a situation where when they do get to your listing, you have a product that you've marked down or that you've offered some type of coupon on in order to make it competitive with the other people selling that product. You're selling against a large number of people that have a relatively small amount of actual knowledge about how Amazon works and about how to, post a listing and about how to manage their pricing. So what you see frequently is a race to the bottom. I've watched, product after product, niche after niche over the past 10 years, basically have prices just spiral downward. So, you buy a product, you think you've done the right thing, and maybe in a lot of ways you have. That product goes, on Amazon at say $24.99, but a month later, other people are selling that same product for $12. You know, and for you to be competitive and have really much hope at all of selling that product, you've got to mark yours down as well. And frequently you'll find that you have to mark it down below your actual cost in order to just unload the product. That is not a roadway to success. And that's certainly not a path that you take if you want to feel good about what you've done. So, you know, I want you to think about this. You know, you see people selling products on Amazon. Let's just pick out something kind of ridiculous. Let's say they're selling pool tables. A pool table violates every rule we just talked about. It's big as all get out. It weighs a ton. You know, it's way more than $45. And more than that, it doesn't come from Alibaba. You're probably buying those in the U.S. But guess what? Every time you sell one, let's say you make $400 or $500. Maybe you make more than that. It depends on the pool table. But the thing is, when you do sell it, you make money. It pays for the shipping. It pays for, you know, the processing and the commission to Amazon and all the various fees that you incur as an Amazon seller, and you still make money at it. So what I want you to think about is not only thinking outside the box, doing something that is maybe not conventional wisdom, but literally throwing the box away. With my students, I never tell them to think in terms of size and weight and a particular price point. I just say, you know, don't do that. Don't do what everyone else is doing. You'll do better if you pick a product randomly that you have some knowledge of or some desire to sell, and you work from that standpoint. But yeah, going into you know, an area, a band, if you will, for lack of a better way of describing it, a band of products that falls within a certain size and price point and weight, when everyone else is doing the same thing, just means that entire band is going to be highly super competitive, and you're going to have a very tough time as a new person competing. And again, you're going to be competing against a lot of other new people that are going to have the same issues, and they're going to probably gravitate towards panic when things don't go the way they plan for them to go, and they're going to do crazy things like lower their prices to the point where they're losing money, and then you're going to have to do the same thing in order to compete. It's just not good advice anymore. Maybe in 2010, you know, the first 5,000 people that tried that, it was maybe a good thing for them. But now that there's so many people coming onto Amazon every month, to confine yourself to such strict parameters it's just insanity. So I would suggest you to think outside the box, or do, like I said, throw the box away, and you know, come at it from a different angle. So with that in mind, hey, I'm going to leave you alone. I appreciate you watching. I hope this works its way into your head a little bit, because I like to see you be successful. If you think this video has been helpful, please hit like and subscribe. It helps me quite a bit. Lets me know that people are watching and that they're happy. If you have questions, we have a comment section down below. Please post your questions and I'll be happy to respond. But in any case, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.